Okay, so this is a video that I've been meaning to make for a little while now, for a couple weeks at least. Um, it's been hard to set it up just because I don't always try to do big hauls like this. I like to try and make sure that I have everything not run out at the same time, just so that way I'm not, having to buy a million things at once. But basically, this is going to be my day-to-day, what I eat. This is give or take, like I said earlier, about a week of food. Um, Seems crazy, but if you want to grow, you need to be eating, and you need to be eating consistently. Um, the training is just going to be the tip of the iceberg, like they say. Training could be 10-15%. Nutrition and cooking in the kitchen is really going to be that underlying, under the surface majority of the hard work that's going to pay off. Like I said, this is just what works for me. I'm not saying this is like the end all be all of nutrition. This is just kind of the routine that I've fallen into, what I have seemed to kind of gravitate toward over the years of my training. I will say I've kind of gotten better with my nutrition this last year. I'm a lot more focused on it. It's just, it seems to work for me. I eat for function. I'm not gonna lie, I do experiment sometimes. I like, to enjoy food just like anybody else. But another thing I'm gonna say is that, like if you're eating to train, it's not always gonna be, a 5-star enjoyable meal. There's gonna be some times when you're literally just eating to give your body fuel to train. And you got to get used to that. So I am just going to kind of try and hop right into it. I've got the food all kind of sorted out on the table with I'm going to go into carbs first, and then probably hop into protein, and then kind of just wrap it up. So in my opinion, first and foremost, protein. I'm not starting with it, but it probably is going to be your most important thing to be focusing on. Another thing that I did forget that I just want to jump back to real quick is that I don't follow, any specific diet, anything like that. I just make sure that I'm eating consistently throughout the day, that I'm giving my body fuel, getting enough carbs, trying to hit, the baseline rule of about 1 gram of protein per pound body weight. Honestly, that might be a little bit excessive. You could probably get away with 0.75 per pound, which is going to be more realistic and a little bit more attainable. But yeah, I don't follow any set diet. I used to track my macros with like MyFitnessPal. I've done it. I've written them down. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm literally actually noticing better gains and just easier time maintaining my diet. Just kind of doing my own thing. Mind you, you do need to kind of like watch, like I try not to eat any, like I binge eat some junk food here and there, but just like anybody. But the other thing about eating healthy and training hard is the cravings will actually kind of go down for junk food and stuff like that over time. You're not going to get them as often. So starting with carb, so in the morning, my main go-to meal was 4 eggs, 4 pieces of bread, and a bowl of oatmeal. That is just literally way too time consuming to eat in the morning, especially when you gotta get ready for work, gotta get out quick, whatever. So I have 2 things I alternate between. They're both carb, kind of heavy carb focused, which is gonna be good going to work, especially if you're in like a physical job, because you're gonna have some energy right away. Your body is going to be on the move, you're going to burn those carbs, and you're not going to feel like shit, you're not going to feel tired. So granola, you can, play around, there's tons of different options. This one is pretty solid, high in protein, very high in fiber, really good. You want to get your fiber in. Per 1 cup, the macros, 290 calories, that's 300 calories you know, that's a good amount. 9 grams of fat, 45 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fiber. That's 43% of your daily intake of fiber, so almost half in 1 cup, which is massive. And then 13 grams of protein. So that's just amazing. You throw that in with your yogurt, and boom, it literally takes 2 seconds. Grab a bowl, put the yogurt in, dump the granola in, eat it, you're done. That's meal number 1 that I use in the morning for quick and efficiency. Number 2, 2 raisin bagels. You can do whatever bagel you want. This is just my go-to. 2 raisin bagels, put some butter on it, boom, done. Another high carb source. So continuing on with carbs, we eat lots of pasta. This is gonna be good for dinner and lunch, and the reason being is because yes, it's carb, but what you're gonna do is you can add in, you know, a bunch of stuff to add protein. You can add in, you know, tomatoes, whatever you want to do. Slice up onion, anything, peppers, whatever. Everyone's different, but the main thing I'm gonna put with the pasta, kind of jumping into the protein, is gonna be your ground beef. When you get bored of chicken and rice or whatever, I will alternate. I have a few meals that I alternate from for my protein kind of source, and the pasta and ground beef is really big. And then you throw on some Parmesan cheese as well. That's gonna give you a little bit more protein. And it's just quick, super easy, and yeah, so that's that. So now we've got oatmeal, which, you know, like I said, that great meal to have in the morning if you have the time. Same thing. It's, you know, high in carbs. Also, the way I kind of like to do it now, since protein can be kind of annoying to eat and take a little while, whatever. I actually like to have it when I get home before I train. Make sure you have it, you know, like an hour before, whatever, so you digest those carbs, and you really are gonna feel that, like, that boost of energy before you train. So protein there's so many different options, doesn't really matter, and you can, you know, experiment, do what you want to do with it. Another easy thing to do with the protein, you're going to want to throw a banana in there, more carbs. You want to be getting your fruit in. Peanut butter, also another really good source of just easy, big scoop of peanut butter in the protein. You're gonna have, in the oatmeal, you're gonna have more carbs, a little bit more carbs. You're gonna have more protein in the peanut butter, and you're gonna get more calories. So the other thing is everyone's different. If you're going for fat loss, there's gonna be some things here that you might not necessarily want to do. But if you're doing what I'm doing, which is lean bulk, so you're literally just trying to put on weight, like lean muscle tissue, just slowly over a course of time, you're gonna be, especially if you're like a hard gainer, you have a fast metabolism, you're very lean, you're going to be trying to get as many calories as you can. But this is something that, you know, would be tailored from client to client. Some people, you know, they can eat more fats than others. It just depends on your goals. So these I love. Potatoes, it's super quick and easy. So you just literally, what I'll do is sweet potatoes too. Sweet potatoes and potatoes, I'll just throw them in the oven, bake them all at once. At the beginning of the week, I'll do a pack of these. They're already tinfoil wrapped, so it's super easy. Just pull them out, turn the oven on, stuff them in for an hour. You know, you can play with the temperature, do them longer, slower, whatever you want. Do them all at once with the sweet potato. And then the way I like to do it, sweet potato, just eat it plain. Another really good thing to have right before you work out. Maybe if you really want a carb load, you do oatmeal and then you do 1 sweet potato. And I'm telling you, the energy is gonna be insane. Then with these, a hack I like to do is my first snack at work is gonna be also another carb. I eat lots of bread. So I do 2 ham sandwiches. You got some protein in the ham, put some shredded cheese on there, some mayo, super easy, nice little snack. So 2 of those. And then you're gonna have one of your baked potatoes. I just slice them up, put them in my glass Tupperware, and sprinkle shredded cheese all over it, and you nuke it in the microwave, and it's just an amazing little snack. Also really good to have in the morning at work, because you're gonna get that carb source, and it's gonna keep you, energized going throughout the day. When you go to train, later on at the gym, you're gonna have, that higher energy, right? So, kind of moving on a bit, we're gonna kind of bounce into, we'll do a couple pieces of fruit first. So, I like to try to get in my fruit as well. I used to be a little bad with that, and I wouldn't have enough fruit. So you saw the bananas, 1 apple a day. As they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So, pick apples you like, whatever. If you hate them, doesn't matter. Eat 1 a day, it's super easy. It's gonna be really good for you in the long run. Also, another good carb source, I like to do it, like I'll eat it while I'm walking to the gym, and then you're gonna get some carbs. There's also all the natural sugars in the apple will keep you full throughout the day, so you're not going to be getting those junk food cravings for sugar and chocolate and chips and stuff like that. 1 avocado a day, another super easy thing I like to do. Really healthy, really good for you. I don't like them, never have, but I have goals, and I have noticed that the avocado, as another thing, keeps you full. And it's just a really good, there's good healthy fats, there's just tons of good things in there. There's a reason a lot of people use them as a go-to for health food. Ooh, all right, I'm trying to keep this video, not an hour long, so we're kind of being a little speedy. But going into the protein, eggs. So eggs is gonna be, this is like your bread and butter for protein. So lots of eggs. I go through tons and tons of eggs throughout the week. I try to have 4 a day. That's actually probably gonna be getting up to 6, maybe 8 one day, just because they literally are so easy to prep, and just a really good source of protein. Like, let's see right here, where's our macros? So, okay, so 1 egg, 2 large eggs, 160 calories, and you're gonna be 13 grams of protein. So you're 28 grams of protein in 2 eggs, right? So that's insane. So that's eggs. I just hard boil them. I used to cook them on the stove. Honestly, it's just the dishes, just a pain, takes so long, takes longer to eat them. Like I said, you're gonna be cooking these things day in, day out, over and over. So you wanna be looking for maximum efficiency, maximum speed, and just honestly easiest way to do things. So my suggestion, you just hard boil, boil some water, and you throw them in for 10 minutes, and you can literally do freaking 20 at once if you want. I just do 4 for the morning, and then I throw them in a little bag, take them with me, and you can just eat them on the go. So that's your eggs. And then, so now for the rest of my protein, I eat a lot of sausages. You throw them on a bun, you got some carbs from the bun, quick, easy snack, whatever. Good protein source. I like to just have a couple after work. I also eat tons, that's one thing I don't have here, is burgers. I eat tons and tons of hamburgers. And then, so we've got chicken. So obviously, chicken, everyone knows chicken. So we got some chicken legs here. The thing about chicken is, yes, chicken breasts are good. Obviously, they're gonna be more expensive. So if you're eating tons and tons of chicken, sometimes, if you can get away with it, like the breasts are gonna be leaner usually. But if you can, chicken legs, chicken thighs, like you can get tons of that for super cheap. You can cook it in bulk, and it's just gonna be super easy, pretty much best bang for your buck for hitting your protein. So chicken, if you don't like chicken and you're trying to, hit your protein, and, get big and strong, that sucks, because you're gonna need to fill that void with something. But chicken and rice, there's a reason. It's extremely effective. That's actually something I didn't have on the table for carbs, is gonna be rice. Rice is also really good for your carb source. And then, so lastly, well, we've actually got, so chocolate milk, milk as well, great for protein. Drink lots of milk. You know, I have my protein shakes. Chocolate milk is really good. I typically don't buy the 25% less sugar. I don't like the taste of it, and I don't really care about the sugar that much, but it's good that you can do that, and you're still gonna be getting your protein from the chocolate milk. So 8 grams in a cup, that's pretty insane. You have 2 cups, it's really good to have right after you work out. So you get 16 grams of protein with 2 cups, and then you throw in your protein powder, and that's like another 24 or 25 grams. Just an awesome, quick protein source after you work out. And then lastly, so we've got our stewing beef, which what I like to do with this is I have all my vegetables here, all prepped and cut up. So the reason that I've got this like that is because I wanted to show you guys like a very easy way to meal prep some lunches, really good healthy lunches for the week. So what I do with that is chopped up potatoes, carrots, green beans, half an onion, and then I've got this handy dandy Ninja here, pressure cooker, slow cooker, you know, air fryer, the works, everything. Just gonna toss it in and then add some water, and then you're gonna sear the stewing beef, toss it all in, turn it on for an hour, pressure cook it, and then add your seasonings, your go-to seasonings afterward, whatever you want to do, and you know, toss it in. That's your lunch. You got food for freaking days after that. It takes, you know, maybe an hour to prep it all, cut it all up, get it ready. Things like that, I really suggest that you try to invest money into. I think you can get one of these for like $300. It's gonna make your life insanely easier, right? Another thing is just in general, you know, rice cooker, get one of those. You know, there's all my supplements. That's gonna be another video. And then, you know, make sure you've got some like glass or whatever, like plastic containers for all of your, you know, all of your meal prepped food. But wanted to be nice and short and sweet, so that's pretty much it. I think that was everything I wanted to get into. There's one last thing actually, which is going to be vitamins. So I like to have them, you know, just ready to go, sitting on my counter in the morning. When I have my coffee, I will just take all my vitamins, and it's quick, it's easy, it's done. Very important. If you're not taking vitamins and you're trying to get into like a weight training, you know, fitness routine, whatever, you need to invest that money. It's gonna help you out big time. I only have calcium there, a men's multivitamin, and omega-3. Honestly, the more the better. Usually I have a lot more. I'm just kind of out right now and I haven't restocked. But yeah, that was everything I think I wanted to get into. Appreciate all of you. And if you liked the video, you know, show me some support. Leave a comment if you have anything else that you want to learn about, anything like that, or direct message me on social media, whatever. I'm always happy to help. Awesome. Have a good day, guys.